is a big question for you, Valerie, about your whole life. So you're 5 or 6 years old when you leave the jungle, is that right? Six. So what happened between six and now here we are 65 years later from when you were 10 months old? Tell me about that.
A short period of time between that we moved to New Hampshire when I was 8 and a half because my mother knew that I needed an American public education because she'd been teaching me from second and third grade and I was not really, I didn't learn to read very well. She really was a very good teacher. But I didn't really care about my grade in the third grade, so she decided I needed some peers to be competing with or to see that my peers would be trying to get good grades. We lived in Franconia, New Hampshire, which is a lovely little town in northern New Hampshire in the White Mountains. And we lived there for 6.5 years, and it was wonderful. It was a little hard in the very beginning of going into public school. It was a small school, and I actually started with students, so that was a blessing to me, especially. And again, it was great. I went to school all the way through high school. I let her be married when I was almost 14, and that was I was married for the next 4.5 years. I was engaged with her husband, so I had a daddy when I got here.
They would
He
never
had
know
cancer
witchcraft.
when I was 18 and a half. I went to Eton College.
Allow us to go beyond covering the biggest stories and extend deeper into our community. Donate today at sunsentinel.com/donate.
Now more than ever, we could all use every dollar, so why keep throwing money away on your mortgage with historically low rates around? It doesn't work banker's hours either. Michael Conti at Choice Mortgage has fixed rates under 3.5%. Call or text him now. He will return your call day or night. 561-441-2730. That's 561-441-2730 or choicemortgage.com. NMLS number 166254. Rates and terms subject to change daily without notice. They are equal housing lenders.
Mobile Mike here to tell you about my favorite spot to get stone crabs right here in Hollywood. It's Billy's Stone Crab. They also have amazing king crab legs, fresh fish daily like mahi-mahi, grouper, snapper, Norwegian salmon, tuna, and of course, their great rated steaks like filet mignon and free-range chicken and many pasta dishes. Book your reservation now at 954-923-2300. I hope to see you at Billy's Stone Crab in Hollywood.
Liberty Mutual Insurance Company customizes your renter's insurance, so you only pay for what you need.
Great. As a minimalist, I need simple insurance.
Nice place. No furniture?
Nothing spark joy, except for this fruit bowl.
Well, with Liberty Mutual, you only pay for what you need, so there's that.
I mean, look. So beautiful. So empty again.
Only pay for what you need at libertymutual.com.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Lean on podcasts for laughs, headlines, stories to get our adrenaline pumping, and voices to comfort us.
Podcasts are exploding in every genre. There's something for everybody.
Join us January 21st for our 2021 iHeartRadio Podcast Award.
Women's voices need to be heard and celebrated. Introducing the Seneca Women Podcast Award in partnership with P&G at the 2021 iHeartRadio Podcast Awards. A first-of-its-kind award given to a woman podcaster who is amplifying the voices of other women.
The Democratic Party and Joe Biden and Kamala Harris and the newly elected Ossoff and Warnock, et cetera, et cetera. Am I the only one that remembers the call from violence? know, the mayhem and the rioting and the looting and the arson that took place over the summer. Literally right behind a live shop. There's fires everywhere. Mostly peaceful. Mostly peaceful. Or the still shot we have of this fake news CNN reporter. You know, behind it, just nothing but flames everywhere. But mostly peaceful. I mean, it's insane. You got the media, you got Democrats. All they did is downplay the violence and even denied it on a level that is like, huh? You think our own eyes deceive us? They don't. Listen.
Should that be done by a commission or the city council on a mob in the middle of the night throwing it into the harbor?
People do what they do.
The president across the whole country. Do you think the Bible answer any of that?
Oh, Jesus.
That's happening in Portland right now. That's a myth that's being spread only in Washington, D.C. And even in Portland? Yes.
They're not going to stop before Election Day in November, and they're not going to stop after Election Day. And that should be, everyone should take note of that on both levels. That this isn't, they're not going to let up, and they should not.
This is a Muslim protest. It is not, generally speaking, unruly. But fires have been started.
Perhaps this is some sort of mechanism for a restructure in our country.
A restructure, well, they're going to do what they're going to do, Pelosi said. The idea of this violence, that's a myth. Come on, that's not true. It's a myth. You know, Kamala Harris, you know, protests are not going to stop and should not stop. And then goes on, everyone beware. And take note of that. Huh? Oh. The very thing that they're feigning their outrage, that they're saying that Donald J. Trump did. I'm going to show all of this tonight on Hannity, because it's eye-opening. You know, you look at the hatred, the contempt for the president, you know, for his supporters, you know, basket of deplorables, drug addicts, almost smelly Walmart shoppers, Olive Garden eaters now. I mean, it just never ends.
It's stunning, and they're going to go back, you know, to the Olive Garden and to the Holiday Inn that they're staying at and the Garden Marriott, and they're going to have some drinks, and they're going to talk about the great day that they had in Washington, and they really did something and stand up for something, and they stood up for nothing other than mayhem.
This is CNN.
The Garden Marriott. Well, let me correct, right? It's a Courtyard. You know, it's actually pretty funny to me. Courtyard Marriott and the Hilton Garden. Let's not mix up our hotels here. Or Holiday Inn or Olive Garden. You know, Olive Garden has the best salads. I love their salad. I love their garlic breadsticks. I love their desserts. You know, they're kind of like donuts you put on. You can dip them in like chocolate or caramel, whatever you prefer. Pasta dishes, and they got everything. Not as good as Chris and Tony's, but I mean, it's just a great place. Especially when I was on the road a lot. You know, just like I love Waffle House. I can't pass. Ask anybody on my team if I can pass a Waffle House or an In-N-Out burger or a Cracker Barrel. Like, how are you this skinny if you eat all this food? I'm not skinny. That's the problem. I mean, I put on, you know, a COVID-10 at least. I'm ordering so much food now because I love my friends in the restaurant business, trying to support them. Anyway, but, you know, Then yesterday you got Biden and Harris both, you know, claiming a double standard by cops in the U.S. I don't even know exactly what they're referring to. I mean, you got this video of this former, you know, high-ranking 4 tours of duty armed forces patriot veteran shot. Well, she's unarmed now. Granted, I didn't think anybody should have gone in the Capitol. Didn't deserve to get killed over it. And, you know, so it's selective moral outrage. Has anyone forgotten Kamala Harris, a massive supporter of the LA Defund the Police movement? You know, supporting the bail, raising money, bail funds in the wake of the Minneapolis riots. And Biden's staffers also supporting this idiotic bail fund. This all happened. What do I always say? Feigned selective moral outrage. Double standard. You know, it was, it's just painful. we really have a truth deficit in this country, the likes of which we've never had before. And it's beyond troubling. Journalism I declared dead in 2007 and 8. This is probably the one example where I can almost speak with a broad brush, and I don't like speaking with broad brushes. Hence the 99% in the FBI, the 99% in the intelligence community. You know, but if you look at the way Donald Trump and his supporters, you know, we could pull up my favorite cut of all was how they mocked and laughed and ridiculed the idea that Donald Trump would run. And then he won. And they never stopped attacking this man every single hour of every single day. You know, one of the challenges the mob is going to now face, all right, they'll have their, 120 days of Biden, and, you're going to get a lot of this, so refreshing. It's not going to be long before it goes super viral. Miss me yet? Hashtag Trump 2024. Trust me. And then all of a sudden they're going to realize, wow, Joe is a lot slower than we thought. Maybe Hannity and some conservatives were not wrong in their criticism that he lost his fastball if he ever had one. That he looks weak and frail, and we don't get to see him very often. I notice when he does his press conferences now, he pulls out his notes and he flips to every section. Starts reading from the section. He probably forgot. What are you going to do if he forgets what job he has or what day of the week it is?
Look, I'll do what he's unable to do. I'll lead an effective strategy to mobilize true international effort to pressure, isolate, and punish China.
I know, how dare Hannity bring these things up. Just saying, my humble observation. Time will tell, but the stated policies are outright scary for the country. And, you know, and that's why for a lot of you that just want to say, the hell with it, you can't. There's too much at stake. I'm going to retire. You know, well, it doesn't matter. If you care about future generations, you know, what did Reagan say? Freedom is one generation away from extinction. I don't want it to be on our watch. This country is too great. Too many people have, you know, for the principles that make us great. And this is the most radical socialist agenda ever advanced by any major political party. It just is. So, you know, we have our challenges, we have our differences, and, you know, we're going to get through all of it. We'll get through all of it together. And, you know, there are always bumps in the road. And I know, you know, it's funny because I've talked to a lot of people that were actually at the rally, and they said, they actually were clear to me, some. They said, yeah, I saw what was happening. I knew that would be trespassing. I wasn't going near that. What's the 99%? You know, when you look at the left, I think the leaders of the left, the Bidens, Kamala Harrises, and everybody in Washington, Pelosi and Nadler, they should have condemned the violence and the arson and the looting and the taking over of city blocks and police stations, and we shouldn't have been told this is, you know, the summer of love in a Chop Chaz autonomous zone. That can't happen either in America. Or when they're pulling down American statues, you want to change them? All right, go through the legal process, try and do it. That's the way things work in this country. And the same with those that enter the Capitol. Apparently some now reports that Nancy Pelosi's laptop may have been stolen, and another Democrat, Jeff Merkley, said rioters stole a laptop from his ransacked office. So we don't need to see this in this country. We can prevent it. One of the biggest questions I think we need to answer is, how come they were not prepared for this, knowing so many people were in town and knowing that they were marching from the monument straight on over to the Capitol? Anyone in the media pay attention that the president was condemning it at the time, was telling people to leave and be peaceful? Yes, they didn't want to pay attention to that. Anyway, so, you know, let's impeach the president. That's what we're going to do. It's very interesting, the comments that Nikki Haley gave. Ronna McDaniel's been the Republican National Committee dinner in Florida, and she said about the president, I didn't always choose the right words, and I told them so at the time when these moments came up. She didn't like the rally, but she pointed out that I'm one who believes our country made truly extraordinary gains in the last 4 years. And Haley's right, Nikki Haley, because conservatism works. That's the thing. You know, Nobody looks at the extraordinary success that this president has had. Nobody. Nobody looks at no president in history has ever had to go through as much as this guy's gone through. The media just ignoring, calls for violence against the president. They never cared. This idea, smelly Walmart mart shoppers and Olive Garden eaters, and it's very revealing in terms of what they think of we the people. Well, those we the people are the ones that make America great. People that get up every day and they go to their job and they provide goods and services for others and they obey laws, pay taxes. And pretty much just leave us alone for the rest of our lives. Let them raise their kids. They're good examples. Nobody's perfect, but they're good examples. Then you have a media that defended Antifa, and a media that defended the violence this summer. Now they're all lecturing everybody about how they really feel. Well, be consistent. We're consistent on this program. Anything but consistent. We don't care about Russian interference, not Hillary's dossier. Care about quid pro quos? Yeah, not Joe's quid pro quo with Ukraine. We care about Russian interference. We didn't care about the dossier. We don't care about premeditated fraud on the FISA court spying on a president. We don't care about Hunter, the money wire transfers from an oligarch in Russia or Kazakhstan or a Chinese national shopping spree. We don't care about any of it. But if it was Trump, we'll care about all of it. And, that gets frustrating. It's frustrating to me, I'll tell you that. But, I'm just going to tell you something. You mark my words, they're going to overreach. And the country is not going to like it. It's a center-right country. And then we'll have an opportunity to get back in power. In the meantime, you try and, fight for the values, make people aware of everything that we don't agree with peacefully. Something they should have called for in the last 4 years, and they didn't. 800-941-SEAN, if you want to be a part of this program. A lot of you want more sleep. It's been a tough year, 2020, I'll tell you that. And it remains tough even still. COVID and unrest, hard days. Anyway, I fall asleep faster, stay asleep longer, thanks to my friends at MyPillow. And Mike Lindell is now offering his premium, standard, queen, MyPillow, standard MyPillow, $29.98, the lowest price ever. This is the pillow that started it all. It was originally $69.98. You get a $40 savings. Kings are only $5 more. Now's the time to buy, the best price ever. They extended their warranty to March the 1st. If for any reason you don't like it, but I'm telling you, you're going to love it. Just go to MyPillow.com, click on the Sean Hannity Square.